Hi everyone, this is Anita Funita. I'm going to show you today how to make an Easter tree, and I'm going to show you how to make some really simple felt ornaments that you can hang on them. Let me fix my bow. Okay, so the first thing I did was I went to Google and I Googled Easter cutouts, or you can Google, for this one I wrote Easter egg cutout, and this one came out. As you can see, I printed it out. Or you can put, which is my favorite, peep cutout, which I've already cut out. This one's a really big one, but for the ornaments, I cut out the smaller one. And then I put also bird cutout, which gives you 3 different types of birds. I kind of like this one because it's a little chubby. I thought this one would be nicer to stuff. So I cut this one out. And I also did carrots, which are, well, the carrot was kind of hard because when I was putting in carrots, it was giving me this kind of one, kind of like a triangle. But then I found one that had this shape, so I decided to use the bottom portion of this and the top, these over here for the top. I'll show you how the end result is. So, as you can see, oh my god, this is bothering me. Hang on. Okay. Okay. So the egg, since it was too big, I cut out a little bit smaller from what the form is, from what the shape is, and it came out like this. Okay. So, and what I did is I put okay, this is very important. When you're cutting it out, let's just say this is the felt, and this is what you want to cut out. What I do is put a piece of like double tape, or just put the tape like this, and I do one this way, and then what I do is I take it out, put the tape on the other side, and do one the other way. That way, when you put them face to face, they come out to be even. If I tried cutting them out both this way, and they didn't come out nice. They weren't like the ends were not matching up. So just make sure you put like for the bird, you put one this way and then one this way on the felt before you trace it. And it's very easy to trace. You put the little tape so it doesn't move off of the felt. You just put the little tape on there, and just, let's say, put it on here, and use a pencil or a marker. Like I wouldn't use black, because when you cut it out, sometimes the black will show. I would use a lighter color, maybe a lighter blue, just so you can see it. Just go ahead and I guess trace it out, and then when you cut it out, it'll look something like this. This one is for the carrots. Similar color, either you can use the same exact color, or you can use a lighter color or a darker color, which gives it kind of like a nicer effect, because it looks like it's hand done. And you just sew it, which I do. I sew in a way so it looks kind of like slanted, and you can do straight too. And you just basically sew just a little bit above the line, below the line. Let me show you, like that. And when you're done, you just go ahead and use this cotton stuffing to stuff it in. And see, the tip is kind of like small, so when you're putting the stuffing into the tip, just use the pencil just to, to force it in there so it'll get nice and puffy. And then what I did is, after I finished all, and I started adding the little tips over here of the carrot, and then I sewed it in, and then I put the second one. And you'll find these same exact designs online. When you just put in felt, you don't even have to use the felt. You can put like carrot, cut out, and it'll show you a whole bunch of different kinds. If you don't like these particular templates, you can get other ones. And I just sew it. And when you're sewing, remember always to sew from the part that's the easiest to close at the end, which is the top over here. So I start sewing from here, I go all the way around and start stuffing from the top. And also for the birds, let me show you one. For the birds, I started sewing from here, from over here, like this end. So I went from here all the way around, like on top, and stopped right here where the tummy is, and started stuffing from there, and then just it's easier to close at the bottoms. So let me show you a few that I did. Okay, the carrot, the end result is, oh, I think I hung all the carrots on the tree. Let me get one moment. Here. This is how the carrot looks when it's done. When it's done, I just added like a little bit of brown thread, just went across and then went across this way just a few times so it'll make it look more realistic. And I just hung it on the tree. I'm going to show you how to do the tree as well. Okay, and the tree was very easy. So let me show you a few that I've done. Okay, so I cut out the peep one, the little one, and again, the same thing. I put it on the felt, cut it out, and this is how they look. Isn't it pretty? So, and then as for the eyes and the nose, I used black little tiny sequins, and I just like pretty much put a dab of glue, like a little teeny piece, and just put the eyes on there. You can use also the end of a pencil to pick it up if it's too small, but I would use a fair size. See, I did. And and you don't need that many. You probably need 3 of each because you don't want too many on the tree either. So I did this color, and the pink color. And I didn't want to just use pastel colors. Oh, and also I forgot to say, for these you can also personalize them. Like I also cut out little letters, and I didn't print out the letters. I just cut it out from what I know how to make the letters. Like let's just say this is a U. And you can also glue gun that on there so it's personalized. The ones I did on the tree are in white. You can do black, you can do blue, you can do any color you'd like. And and because I had cut out the bigger peep, I did go ahead and make the big one, and I made it for my daughter Emily. So I made the big one for her. And this is how the birds look when you cut them out. There's the birds have it's a bird and the little wing. So you cut out both, and you can see what I did is I sewed the wing on with the darker red so it shows, which is how I like it. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to sew it. You can glue it on, but I think it gives it a more prettier effect when you do it this way. And as for the eye, I put a silver sequin. I put a little bead of glue gun, and I put the silver sequin, and then I had these little, I have a toolbox full of little like beads and things like that, and I put a little diamond in for the eye, which is yellow. So I made this one. I made it in green and yellow. You can use any colors you like, whatever you prefer. I made this green and pink, and I'm sorry, red and pink, green and yellow, and I also made one in a blue color. And as far as putting how to hang them, what I do is I bought the thinnest ribbon, and I bought it in this color. I prefer, it's better to buy white, but because I couldn't find the white one, I just got this color because I like this color as well. What you do is cut like this about, I would say, what's 7 inches. Okay, and then what I do is make a little loop at the end. Go, okay. And just put a bead of glue at the end over here. And just right here on top of where the head is over here, just put it on with the glue and just hold it on there for a few seconds, and it dries really fast. I would use the low temp glue gun, not the hot one, because you're using your fingers a lot. Okay, and then I was starting to do the eggs. I haven't done anything on this one. It's just I'm sorry, it's just a plain pink egg. I haven't done anything on this one. But this one, because I had a lot of sequins, and I have sequins in the shape of birds and things, so I put a lot of sequin birds and things on here, and flowers. And I thought and you know what, while I was doing the red one, I thought I should put like pearls, because I had a whole bunch of pearls too. While I was doing the pearls, I noticed that it was starting to look like a strawberry. And then what I did was I just cut a little piece of green felt, and cut it in like zigzag shapes. And I cut the back so it looks kind of like a slope. And I just sewed that on there. And it looks so cute. It looks just like a strawberry. And this was just because I was putting on the little pearls so it'll look like it has pearls on it, and it ended up being a strawberry, which is a pretty good idea, and I would do that too. And I'm going to show you how to make the tree. And these are really like easy to cut out. If you cut them, the felt, just you need a really good scissor so you don't make any like snags and stuff. Just cut and make sure you have every color of the felt that you have, the colors of the thread as well. If you do not have the same colors thread, I would just go ahead and use like a beige or a white for all of them so they look nice. And as you can see, I bought a whole bunch of felt, and I'm not done yet, but I'll be making more. Okay, and see, I've done a whole bunch of little peeps and a lot of stuff. Okay, so then I decided to do the tree. I'm going to show you the tree right now. Okay. What I did is, because I'm not sure how to make the videos where you put pictures in. What I did is I went out to the back where we have trees, and I cut a whole bunch of branches. I would say 4 branches, but I made sure that they were the longest ones. I cut them and I put them outside, and I had green spray paint. You don't have to do green, you can leave them brown. But I wanted to do green because I had the spray paint. So I sprayed them in green, and I also had silver spray paint. So I had this old pot that I hadn't used, and I don't know how long. It was just sitting under the sink. And what I did is, because it was kind of like a yellowish, orangish color, and I didn't like that color, what I did is I sprayed it silver, and I put like on the top, I put this ribbon. I had this ribbon since Christmas, and I thought it would go nice since it's a light green. So I put one on the top, and I put one on the bottom, and I also put those on there with glue gun, which looked really nice. I'm going to show you right now. And as for the bottom of the pot, what you need to do is make sure that these wooden branches are secure. I put, you know, those things that they use at the flower shops? Here it is. They're pretty. Those things that they use at the flower shop, those green things that they put the flowers on, I'm not sure what they're called. I put a few of those inside, and I just put the branches on it. And see, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, here we go. There's only 4 branches. And when I finished putting the branches in, what I did is I put like, I got some leaves from outside from the tree, and I put leaves on here so it doesn't show what's on the inside, so it just looks green and nice. That's what I did. And see, the branches really look cute in green. But if you prefer, you can also do it in brown. And I just cut some flowers from the trees outside, and just strategically placed a few of these yellow flowers. As you can see, only a few of them, not that many. And oh, like I said, I personalized these with the N. And see, this one is an E. And let me see. Oh, there was one more. Oh, here it is. And this one is a T for my son. And it's very easy to do. See, you can do the pot. I actually was thinking about doing like a light green, but then I don't know why I went with silver. I guess because of the ribbon, because it wouldn't show. But you can do it pink, you can do it black, you can do it any color you'd like. And and if you don't have a pot, you can use a glass, like a big, large jar kind of, or a vase. But if you were to use a vase, what I would do is put like little stones in the inside so it looks nice from the outside, and put very light branches, not 3, but maybe 2. And if they don't stand straight, you can tie them together. Mine, because it was one of those green things that for the flower shops, it's very steady. But to be more secure, I did put glue gun like all around over here. The branches, I put glue gun all around them. See, this is bothering me right now. Okay, here you go. All around the branches, I put glue gun to secure them even more, which is always a good idea. And I just wanted to show you how I did my Easter tree. And I know they're very expensive at the stores. And since you can do them at home, I thought, why not? And because mine turned out so nice, I wanted to share it with you. I'm going to be opening my jars soon. I open jars. So please keep watching. It'll be in my next video. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun and got some ideas on how to make your Easter tree. And also, happy Easter. Bye-bye.